In today's video, I'm going to show you some repairs I made on my trailer and as well as some modifications I made to make the trailer more functional to live in. This page is about a man that bought his first pickup truck after he retired. He named it the Galaxy. This truck gave him so much capability that he decided to do more with it. So he bought this horse trailer and he wished to convert it into an RV so he can travel around the country and enjoy life in a different way. And here's my new motto: it's good to be alive, but it's best to live. Somewhere along the way, from my picking this trailer up to me making modifications to the trailer, my right blinker on the trailer stopped working. I did all kinds of research on this thing and trying to find out what's wrong with it, and only to find the right blinker just would not work, and my truck did fast flashing for the right side. I never could figure out what was wrong with it. I even ran a wire from the harness all the way back to the tail lights, and I still got fast blinking. It took me some research, but I figured out what's wrong with it. After pulling the sheathing off the wires that run from the plug all the way to this controller that sits underneath the trailer, I realized that that green wire there is my right trailer blinker. It was pulled out. It appears that they made the wire too short to stay on there, and any slight tug pulled it out of that holder there, out of the eyelet. So I had to cut a longer piece of wire to run into this controller here, and everything seemed to work fine after that. So now when I turn the blinker on, it's normal flash on the right side, normal flash on the left side. So the problem is fixed. Let me go show you the trailer. Another issue I had to take care of was where to mount the spare tire. I used all the interior space that the spare tire used to be mounted on. I used to travel with this spare tire inside the truck. And I realized that could be a problem if I need to use it sometimes with everything else and I can't open the tailgate. So I thought this is the best location to put it, even though I didn't like the way it looked that way, but it's more functional for everything else I need to do with it. So now he's ready for the trip we want to take to Montgomery, Alabama. We're out and about making another trip. We're going to make a trip to Montgomery, and there's the Galaxy and the Angel Star, and we stopped in the rest area in Alabama. This is really nice. They must have redone this one because it's really nice inside. One of the nicest rest areas I ever seen. We stayed at the Maxwell Air Force Base family camp. It's a pretty nice spots they had there. They were kind of close together, but they were nice and mostly level. Unfortunately, I got so excited and all the things we had to do there, I forgot to make any video of our trip there or what we were doing there in Montgomery. But there's a few things I learned, a few things I had to deal with, but it's progress. The more I learned, the better I make my RV here. So we made that trip and then headed back home safely. I got a cover for my other trailer that I haven't used in a while, and I realized I have some wheel covers for that trailer that I probably can use on my RV when it's sitting in place. So here's what I put on there, and I think it looks a whole lot better than seeing that big tire just sitting out there by itself. I'll use this cover when it's sitting at home somewhere, and it also made me realize I need to invest in a cover for my RV so I can wash it up and keep it clean. One thing we realized on this trip is that twin bed is nice for one person, but with us being larger now than we used to be, it can be more than just cozy, and it caused some problems. My wife decided to make herself a little sleeping spot out of the couch, and I realized I got to do something about this, so my wife won't have to sleep here again like this. So I ordered this 6-inch thick 30 by 70-inch foam padding that I was going to use to make a bed out of it. And so I ordered it in firm, and it wound up being a lot better than I expected. Then I bought this cover for it that was a little snug on it, but it'll do for now. I will later get a mattress cover to cover the rest of the backside of this. This foam pad came neatly rolled up in this box, and it was able to expand once you unwrapped it. That's right, that pad came out of that box. So I cut this 30 by 71 piece of wood to go over this couch and put it where it won't slide left and right. So let's give it a try. So there it is. It fit over there. I'm able to walk by. I still have room over here on the dresser for my CPAP and things like that. So let's put the cushion on. I may have to put legs on the end of it to keep it from tilting up when you sit on the edges. I'll work on that later. And there it is, folks. My new modular bed. I'm around the edges. It fits there wonderfully. I'm gonna give it a try in a minute, see how it works. So as you can see, I can still walk down the aisle. And the bed's in place. There's my other bed. A little cramped for two people. But now I can sleep two in here very comfortably. I still have room to walk down the aisle to the bathroom. It's wonderful. I'm gonna do some finishing touches on my wood, make a decision about whether or not I'm gonna put legs on it. I think it worked fine without it, but I just have to be considerate. This is where the board and the mattress pad will be stored when I'm traveling. I'll find a way of strapping that down later. So after I put these pillows back up in place, and get ready to go somewhere, I'm gonna lay the cushion and the board on top of the bed. And if I didn't want to be there, I can also lay it in this corner on its side. It'll fit there fine. But for now, this is the current plan. I'll find a way of strapping those down when I'm traveling. So it worked out pretty good. And that bed is comfortable. Go. Okay, just to show you how this works. Here's my bed, the couch the way it is now. And my new convertible bed sits up top here. I'm gonna cover this one of these days. So, right now, it's a couch. Very comfortable couch. And all I gotta do to convert it to a bed now is to lay these two pillows down like this. And I have a board here that I'm gonna take up and out. And place it on top of here. And adjust this there, nice and solid. And then I have this cushion, which I'm going to do another cover for later to cover the whole thing. Turn it around, lay it on top of there. So all I got to do now is get in. Make sure this is adjusted properly. So, and there you have it. Nice and comfy. This thing's really firm, and I like the way it fits. All I gotta do is put my pillow on here. My wife can sleep here, and it's a little easy in and out for her. And I can climb on my bed here the normal way I normally do it. Step up, step down. So now I got two places to sleep here comfortably. Before, the two of us slept on here. It was a little more than just cozy. I had no problems getting on and off this alternate bed, but I was concerned for my wife. So I went and bought the hinges here for table legs. I want to add table legs to this bed on the edges near the walkway. These metal hinges appear to be stainless steel and appear to be well made. What I like about them is that I can open the legs and it automatically locks in out open position, and I can press these buttons to close it back down again. I use one of these brackets that came in a set of 2 with multiple set of screws like this. And I'm going to attach them to these legs. I spread them out where they could give not only leverage on the edge but on the outer surface as well. So we'll see how that goes. And the legs were on operating like this, up and down. Okay, here it goes. I pre-drilled the holes into the wood in the board as well as the legs to make sure I don't have any problems going in or any splitting. And it was fairly easy to line up and place in the right spot. There you have it. The legs are attached. And I got these things in here to keep the thing from sliding fore and aft once it's on there. And I mounted the disconnect tabs here on the edge so you can click it from the outside or you face it and fold it down. I think I'm gonna replace these screws that came with it. They were kind of short for me, so that's one thing I would change about this set. There it is, fold it down. I lay it on a bed like that, and I'll show you what it's like upright and in place. There you go, the legs are down. Like I said, I'm gonna replace the screws in there with something bigger, thicker. Other than that, I like them. There you have it. Bed's fully in place. It's pretty good. And only thing I got to do is stain or finish the wood or paint it, and I'll be good to go. There's my extra bed. Works wonderfully. I really like the way this bed turned out. I just need to find a way of strapping it down for when I'm traveling. Thank you for watching.